Eloise here for Craftie Cafe, and today I have a card to share with you all using a ton of Lawn Fawn supplies. So these are the supplies I'm going to be using in today's card. It's going to be quite a small card, but I'm going to have the Ready Set Snow globe be the focal point of my card, and I'm going to make it into a shaker card using the dies that you can buy separately also. So I'm going to start off with stamping down this snow globe, and then I'm going to use a couple of the penguins from Snow Cool, and I just went ahead and just quickly coloured those up with my Copic markers. I didn't do that on camera, one because my head was in the way, and two because it was such a minimal amount of colouring. Like, it literally took me probably like 3 to 5 minutes to colour in those images, so I didn't really feel the need to show that. So I'm going to skip ahead and work on the background to my snow globe. So I'm going to be using Distress Oxide inks, and I'm going to ditch the Broken China colour, and I'm going to be just using the Cracked Pistachio and the Salty Ocean colours. These two are probably one of my two favourite colours to blend together. It creates such a gorgeous colour, and I just love the way it blends in the middle there. It's just so gorgeous. So basically that was a quick and easy blend, and then now I'm just going to sprinkle this with some water to look like snow. So basically I could have easily like heat embossed some snow or whatever, but I decided just to sprinkle some water and sort of create that like oxidized effect, or the sort of like bleached look, I guess. I just thought that was a little bit quicker and it sort of looks fun and a little bit more random. So once I've gone ahead and splattered the water on there, I'm just going to heat dry this with my heat tool, and then I'm going to move on to the assembly. So while I was die cutting, I also cut out that little snowy hill as well, since that's what I want the penguins to stand on. And now I'm going to make my shaker pocket. So basically I'm just going to go ahead and add adhesive onto this frame, this snow globe frame here that I cut with the coordinating dies from Lawn Fawn. They will be linked down below and at the blog as well. And now I'm going to place on a piece of acetate. So this is this, I think, I can't remember the brand, but it's just some acetate. There's some in the store that you can get your hands on. And now I'm going to go ahead and make my shaker. So basically I'm just doubling up my foam layers here. I thought one layer was enough, and then the beads wouldn't shake around, so I had to tear it apart and make it again. And so I'm just now doubling up the foam tape layers just so there's enough room there to be able to give those seed beads a good shake. And those are by Pretty Pink Posh. So basically I've just cut really thin strips, and I'm just going over the layers that were already there and just making sure that I close up any holes so that seed beads don't go flying out when you shake your card or anything like that. So I'm just basically going around and filling that in and making sure that it's all high enough. So once I've gone ahead and added both layers on there, I'm just going to add the penguin backer piece back on top. So because these are cut with the exact same die, they line up real easily, but if there is any showing, I just usually take my scissors and slide out the back and cut off any of the excess, which that just works really well. So now I'm going to be using the Oh Joy sentiment. This is from the Winter Big Scripty Words that I stamped when I coloured my images, and I just used the coordinating dies to cut out that as well. And now I'm going to add little pieces of foam tape. I'm just using some small scissors to be able to cut them really tiny, and I'm going to add that behind the Oh Joy word and then adhere that onto my snow globe. So then I'm going to go ahead and work on the background now. So I sort of, because it was so plain, I really wanted to add a little bit of extra interest onto the card. So I decided to take these Stitched Trails dies, and these are really fun. I've only just recently picked these up, and I just can't wait to use them on so many backgrounds. It's just such a great way to add detail to like a plain piece of cardstock or a plain piece of coloured cardstock. And yeah, so basically I'm just lining these up randomly onto my background piece, and this piece is just measures 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, since I'm making a 4" by 4" card today. I thought I'd make a square card to be a little bit different. And so once I've gone ahead and run that all through my Big Shot machine, I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my little snow globe here. So I've just added some score tape on the back. I just used some of this adhesive because it was all bendy in the middle, and so my tape runner wouldn't go along there too easily. Now that I've added all the tape along the back of the little shaker snow globe here, I'm just going to adhere that down into the center of this square piece and just adhere that down, and I just really love that little detail of stitching in the background. It looks super fun. Then I was tossing up whether to use pen and paper or plain cardstock for the base of my card. I decided with this plain cardstock. So this is guava cardstock from Lawn Fawn as well. And yeah, so I'm just going to cut that down to 4" by 4" and then adhere that down onto my card base. And then there was a little bit of white showing on the right and bottom sides of the card, so I just took that to my trimmer and just cut that off so there wasn't any white showing. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere down my little shaker panel, so just adding adhesive directly onto my card base, and that just so I can press it down easier, and it's much easier to apply adhesive to something flat rather than something like popped up and sort of wonky and everything. So that finishes up my card for today. I hope you enjoyed. I really love these little add-ons that can come with these stamp sets from Lawn Fawn. They really are super creative, and you can get a lot of use out of your stamp set with these additional dies. So thank you so much for watching today, and I will catch you all next time.